Alright, hello and welcome to a Mr. Pisto gaming tips and tricks video for Pokemmo. One of the things that we're constantly doing in Pokemmo, if not you're paying for someone else to do it, is EV training your Pokemon along with leveling Pokemon using horde battles. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the Pokemon to use and a progression of what you need to make EV training and leveling successful. So as you can see right now, I have a Zapdos that I am leveling up currently. It has Discharge, and the reason I can do all this without other special Pokemon in my party is because I have the Ocarinas. So if we go into our bag and we go Oc, I have the Sweet Scent Ocarina, the Fly Ocarina, the Cut Ocarina, Rock Climb, Surf, Waterfall, and Teleport. You don't need all those, as we can go back to my Pokédex or Pokemon thing, and we can look at a bunch of Pokemon. So if you're going to use Pokemon like Zapdos and Raikou or any Mon in that has the move Discharge, what the heck? Oh yeah, that. Why? Advanced search. Has moved Discharge. Search. So there's lots of Pokemon that have Discharge: Garvantula, Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone, Luxio, Plusle, Magneton there again, Electrode, even Porygon 2. Lots of different Pokemon have Discharge. So that is going to be your main attacking move when you're killing pretty much anything else. Or anything that is not a ground type. If you're dealing with ground types, you're going to want something that has Surf, as in this Pelipper. But along with Surf and Discharge, you're going to need Pokemon to help you teleport back to the Pokemon Center. So something like an Abra, or if we go into here and we go has the move Teleport. Ralts and Abra are kind of our two main ones, or any of its evolutions. Xatu, Drowsy can also be teleporters. So you're going to need a teleport mon. You're also going to need a Pokemon that has the move Sweet Scent. So every time you use Sweet Scent, it uses up 5 of its PP. So you're going to want to PP max it so that it has a total of 32 Sweet Scents. I believe that is what Sweet Scent is in total. This one only has 20. So yes, 32 is your max amount that you can use for Sweet Scent. So you're going to want to PP max that. You're also going to want to have something that has Surf. So in this case, it would be a Dragonite. So your box, your Dragonite or Pelipper. So your squad will look something like this: Discharge Mon, Surf Mon to get into the water, Abra for teleport, and a Smeargle or some kind of Pokemon that has the move Sweet Scent. Bayleaf, Victory Bell, Combee, Ursaring, Lotad, Oddish. There are so many Pokemon that have the move Sweet Scent. So that's kind of a very basic build. What you could do is you could swap out the Fly or the Surf Mon, or your Discharge Mon could be something that learns both Discharge and Surf. Should have a special attacking nature, as does my Zapdos and my Raikou here. But you don't necessarily need to have 31 special attack and 31 speed. As long as you're modest nature with 252 EVs in special attack, Discharge and Surf, you'll be able to KO pretty much any horde. And this one you can use taking out rock Pokemon or taking out anything using discharge. You can kind of take it to another level with the ocarinas, like I said before, where you can take all of these Pokemon out of the equation and only have your discharge Pokemon in its place. Something I like to use instead of discharge is Pokemon that have pickup and spread damage moves. So two of those that you can use is a Meowth that has either Naughty or where's the other nature? Lonely nature. And then you can use the move Hyper Voice. So you max special attack with 252 EVs, 31 in special attack, and Hyper Voice with choice specs attached to this Pokemon, and you'll be able to KO anything that you're either EV training or horde training for levels with, and you'll be able to pick up items, and those items you'll be able to sell on the GTL. I personally like Teddiursa because Teddiursa can learn Sweet Scent and Earthquake. It can also learn Hyper Voice, but its special attack just isn't quite there in my opinion for Hyper Voice. You could probably give it a try. I just switch out to Meowth and use Hyper Voice. But in theory, Teddiursa has Hyper Voice, Earthquake, Sweet Scent, so now you don't need to have a Sweet Center on your team. You can be pick-upping with Teddiursa and Meowth while you're clearing your hordes and your other EV training Pokemon. Pikachu is a very special Pokemon that could make it so you need 0 ocarinas at all if you want to fly back to the Pokemon Center and walk in to talk with the Nurse Joy and then walk out, because Pikachu can learn Discharge. You can teach it Sweet Scent with a TM. You can teach it Surf with an HM, and with 6,000 BP and in the Battle Center in Hoenn, it can learn Fly. So Pikachu is a very good, powerful horde clearer if you want to take the time to build it and you don't want to spend the money on ocarinas. But there is one special case, one space in Mount Silver once you get Johto unlocked, when you have all the Pokédex complete and all of the 607 OT caught Pokemon, or whatever that number is. I think it might be 605. You can fight Donphan, and the Donphan spot is a mix with Dodrio, and you need the move or the ability Mold Breaker. Moves can be used regardless of abilities, because be sure mine has it. Sturdy. Donphan has the ability Sturdy, and with Sturdy you cannot be hit and taken down in one shot. You get knocked down to 1 HP. So we have the ability Mold Breaker, 31 speed, 31 special attack, modest, 252 with Surf and Ice Beam. Just in case you get that shiny, Ice Beam can help you knock out the other Donphan while we wait. So we're going to show you this in all its glory. You run out of the Pokemon Center, you go straight to here, and you hit Sweet Scent. And lo and behold, the first one is Donphan. And because we have Mold Breaker, you're able to use the move Surf and knock them all out. And you rinse and repeat. And Donphan gives huge amounts of experience. So it gives, with donator status, you're getting roughly 7,300 or so experience for each time you knock out the horde of Donphan. So the ones that I like to keep in my boxes, I'm keeping all of these for now, but the ones I use the most are as follows. Well, I guess Heracross wants to learn a move first. So, for me personally, I keep around, for the most part, and use Teddiursa. Teddiursa is my favorite horde clearer as a pickup, followed by Meowth. And if I am doing that special horde with the Donphan, right now I'm not so much because I don't want to get another shiny Donphan, is my Rampardos. For the longest time, I would use a combination of Lantern plus a fly Pokemon like Pelipper and a teleport Pokemon with Abra and my sweet center of my catching Miracle. And then over time, as you gain the ocarinas like I have, you will eventually be able to just use one of these and have a bunch of utility mons to help catch your Pokemon when you do eventually get that shiny EV training or leveling Pokemon like I have here. I have 2 for speed, and I have my shiny Donphan that I was using for leveling. So that's it. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions or any tips that I've missed in this, is there any Pokemon that you like to use? Leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, notify. From Mr. Pisto to you, stay safe. Bye for now. Happy leveling. Happy EV training.